Get him on way, ride him on wave, you better not wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. Ride him on way, don't wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now. Ayy, just right now. You better not say it right now. No, I don't wipe out. Ride him on way, don't wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. Ride him on way, don't wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now. Ayy, just right now. You better not say it right now. No, I don't wipe out. All of this drip on me, yeah. Look at my drip, I see, yeah. Hit him with a splash like threes, yeah. What on my wrist, I see, yeah. Vision that freeze on freeze, yeah. On the vector like Mr. Freeze, yeah. Batman black car keys, yeah. Rocket blast off on 3, yeah. Oh, it's out of space, I'm trying to go, yeah. Alien, I know, yeah. Get him on way, ride him on wave, you better not wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out, ride him on way, don't wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out, I'm feeling like saying it right now, ayy. Just right now. I'ma say it right now. No, I don't wipe out. Run on my way to wipe out. Don't wipe out. Run on my way to wipe out. Hey, don't wipe out. I'm feeling like Slater right now. Hey, just right now. I'ma say it right now. No, I don't wipe out. Hey, I be so fresh and so clean. Andre, I'm cash that sex. I got G's on me. Put that on my bucket. It's on these. There's like Tupac. It's me against the world. You can't be no opposition for me. Love peace, get my enemies. All of this drip on me, yeah. And then my drip I see, yeah. Hit him with a splash like threes, yeah. What on my wrist I see, yeah. Vision that freeze on freeze, yeah. On the vector like Mr. Freeze, yeah. Batman black car keys, yeah. Rocket blast off on 3. You better not wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out. All on my way, don't wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now, ayy. Just right now. You better say it right now. No, I don't wipe out. All on my way, don't wipe out. Don't wipe out. Run on my way, don't wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. I'm feeling like Slater right now. Ayy, just right now. You better say it right now. No, I don't wipe out. Ayy.
Girl. You ever been left on red and thought, what the f? We got you. It's Left on Red on the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3.
Hey, it's Gina Lee Fuentes.
And Ando from the Gina Lee Fuentes Show.
So, Jeremy, you got left on red. What happened?
Yeah, so I recently met this amazing girl on a dating app, and we were able to meet up for the first time, and we really hit it off. So I'm planning another date for us, but she hasn't hit me back. Do y'all think y'all can help me find out why she hasn't hit me back?
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and hit up Nicole and see if she gives us an answer.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Hey, I'm going to move the track to a separate track. Cut. Paste. Not the snack prices. Nachos. Nachos. You're going to make bruschetta? Hey, the bruschetta. You made it before. I like it. Is it bruschetta or bruschetta? Good morning, Marissa Gonzalez, Vanessa, Tammy Morgan, Mama Marge. What Monday?
Yeah, it was off. So, like, yeah, none of y'all heard anything I said, so.
He's talking about, like, what's your favorite snack for the Super Bowl?
Yeah. What's one thing that you have to have at a Super Bowl party besides wings? Wings and beer. Gina said.
I said nachos.
Gina said nachos. I said, that's a good one.
Will, good morning. Demetrius Fidela. Good morning, you guys.
I was telling her, I was like, I'm gonna make it like adultish this year. I'm gonna make it like bruschetta. I'm gonna make bruschetta.
Are you gonna make Italian food for the Super Bowl?
No, I just want bruschetta. How many of y'all have bruschetta?
Shorty, I'm a drink. I get you what you want. All right, here we go. Nachos is a must with a ton of jalapenos and lettuce on the nachos.
I like when
And then the meat.
I like when the chips get soggy from the cheese.
Yes.
Just enough soggy.
Y'all remember the 7-Eleven nachos were the freaking best to get? Like go into 7-Eleven.
They were great
And
until
then you
they
put like a
stopped,
whole bunch of jalapenos.
I think they stopped making you do your own cheese, right?
Yeah,
they put the
they
cheese
gave you the
with
little
it now.
packets, and I'm like, I don't want a damn
I used to
packet.
like abuse the machine, like airing them out of all their cheese.
Oh, look at Will said I make that.
What, bruschetta? Ooh. Yeah, you know it's a good party. They serve me bruschetta. You go, oh, you got bruschetta here? Oh, jalapeno poppers. Good one, good one. I like that. I might do that this weekend. Thanks for the idea. I love jalapeno poppers. Any time of day, I'm good.
Have you been left on red? Let us uncover it now with the Gina Lee Fuentes Show.
Let's go!
Kiss 97.3.
Hey, Nicole, this is Ando from the Gina Fuentes Show. So Jeremy, the guy you recently met online, says y'all really hit it off on the first date, and he wants to schedule another date with you, but he doesn't know why you haven't confirmed.
Because he made me meet his baby mama and the kids on the second date, and I'm just not about that life.
What do you mean you're not about that?
I'm not trying to know your kids, and I'm not trying to know your baby mama.
Well, if we're going to be seeing each other, I'm trying to be transparent.
I don't care if you're transparent, and I don't care anything about them.
If you don't care about them, then you don't care about me. That's my family.
I want to get to know you first. I don't need to get to know them. Maybe later on down the line, but like, well, this is a second date. Like,
I mean,
let's
they're
deal with
big
you
part of me,
guys.
though. They're pretty much 50% of my life.
Yeah, well, first of all, I understand the kids 90% of your life a baby mama. Like, you know, if you're dating other people, then you shouldn't be, you know, in that anymore. I don't understand.
I'm not into her. It's going to be like a blended family. She's going to be in my life regardless. So it's only right that I introduce you to her as well.
I think it could take a little bit more time than that, though. It doesn't need to be, you know, the second date. I mean, that's a little crazy. That's a little too soon,
Right.
I think.
Whatever. It's clear you don't care about me or my kids or anything in my life. I'm glad I found this out now than later.
Well, if you feel that way, then obviously it's not going to work out. I mean, you know, better late, better now than never, right?
Okay.
You think it's a great idea?
I think it would be awkward if you meet him on the second date, but it is what it is. If you really like the person, you're going to have to get used to the fact that they got kids and they got a baby mama.
Yeah, and if you don't want to do this, I think it was a great idea. Just execute it very poorly.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because he could have done.
What do you mean?
You could have done this. Like, if he really wanted it to work that way, I would have like made it discreet as possible. So what I would have done, I would have said, okay, what you're gonna do, you tell the baby mama, baby daddy, say, all right, well, you know, you want to meet the person, my potential partner,
Right. Okay.
So what you guys can do is bring the kids, just act like you guys were in the vicinity, meet her real quick, and then leave.
Oh, that'd be an easier way to do it.
Act like you were there and say, hey, what's going on, guys? And then say, oh, hey, by the way, this is my, these are my kids and this is my baby mama. Good to see you guys. I'll catch you guys later. And then go on with your date.
I don't know if you guys could tell, like, there's like, I don't think it's jealousy. I think there's a lot of people dating and they don't want the person they're dating to have kids. And that's what it sounded like to me. Like, I feel like there was not that it's a jealousy, but it was like she doesn't want to know that side of his life at all.
Yeah, if you really want to know if they're going to get along, and I think he jumped the gun too fast.
Second
but I
date,
think it's still a great idea in some way, shape, or form to make sure that your future partner gets along with your baby mom and baby daddy, because they're going to be around for a while or a long time, almost forever, pretty much, until your kids graduate.
So let me ask you guys this. For those of you that date that have kids and like, how do you introduce? We've talked about that before, but when it comes to a date, should you have at any point when you're kind of developing feelings for the other person, should you have the baby mama and the kids meet her like early on like that? Because that's a second, third date, whatever. I mean, within the first 5 dates, is that okay? Or do you feel kind of like you don't want to do that? You know, how long do you wait
Honestly,
to actually see them?
Yeah, because I'm trying to help him out, because I feel like that's his situation that he wants to work it out with. But like I said, it's a great idea, just poorly executed. For me personally, I would wait until I'm actually going to marry the person. Like, all right, this is my fiance now. Yeah, she's my fiance, so you have to deal
You'd
with it.
wait until you would get married before you introduce the
It would
ex-baby
be hard,
mama and the
it'd
kids?
be really hard to keep
I don't
your
know about
partner a
that,
secret,
man.
you know?
But it sounds like she doesn't want to know any part of his previous, like, you're dating somebody with kids, or it's history. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's going to happen.
That's
one way,
man
shape, or-
and female, male and female.
I think it was just too fast. You know, you just thrust all of this stuff on one person. I would have felt overwhelmed. But some people,
She did sound overwhelmed.
yeah, because I would
that's
have
for
felt
sure.
overwhelmed, especially if they just said, "Hey, we're here. This is my baby mama, my baby
Were they
daddy."
going to sit down and have dinner? Like, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. And these are the kids. Like, but yeah, it was too much too soon. You should have done my idea. Just
But
act
it
like they were
didn't-
supposed to be there and leave. In
It
and
didn't
out.
sound like they were. It didn't sound like they were gonna sit and have dinner. It just sounded like they met. I don't think they were gonna sit and have dinner.
Yeah, that would have been even more.
That would have
worse.
been
I would've
weird.
been-
Otherwise, they probably wouldn't even talk to us. But like, literally, it was just a hey. He, I guess it is poorly executed because they introduced and then she didn't like it. But then what about if you're dating somebody who doesn't even want to know your kids or the person you were with? You know what I mean? Like that's like that. This is wild.
And that's probably not a good fit.
I don't know. We're going to open up the phone lines, the text line, 262-5477-262-KISS. GLF Nation, if you want to watch the show live on air, behind the scenes, comment in the chat. Join in on all the fun. We got several platforms on Twitch. It is under the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Facebook, the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. YouTube, a little different. Gina Lee Fuentes TV. Click on the photo. It should have a ring around it that says live. So call in right now. What are your thoughts? Is it too soon on, the second, third, within the first 5 dates, you guys? Is that too soon to meet a baby mama, a baby daddy, and kids? Or is she just being insensitive?
My idea, like if she had kids too, they should like do the baby mama, baby daddies meet. They could have like a families meet day.
Some
They would
people
do
aren't
like
about that, though. Some people don't want to live that life.
Yeah.
Let us know. 262-KISS.
Left on Red. Only on the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3.
Was it clear?
Yeah, that last one was clear. So I was
Shut
like,
up.
well, try
They
it first.
fixed it?
Try that one first. Let's see if it works. Because it didn't have the buzz when I answered the phone. Usually you hear that little.
Okay. Good morning, Kiss 97.3. Hi, what's your name? Will, okay, what do you think of this whole situation? Because she sounded like she wasn't about it at all.
I don't think he was wrong. I think he rushed the gun. Right? You have kids. So why are you trying to introduce this lady to your kids on the second date? That's very irresponsible to me.
Yeah, she sounded kind of frustrated. And that's why I was like, either you're about it or not. Because when you're going to date somebody who has kids, you got to be okay with that if that's the choice you're making.
Well, first of all, as a parent, you need to make sure that's the type of person you want your kids around.
There it is right there, yeah.
So, a second date, you don't know this lady long enough to know where her head is at. So, that was a fail on his part.
There you go. Yeah, that's what Ando was like,
You should have done it discreetly, man. Come on. He's like, here, this is the wife and kids, or this is the baby mama and the kids. So I felt like it was just too much too soon. He should have did it sly, like I said.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do it at all. I mean, it's okay that she knows that he has kids. It's good that he knows that she may know the type of relationship that he and his kids' mom have. That's all okay. But to be introducing her to them on the second date,
Yeah, but did you hear where she sounded kind of jealous too? Because she was just like, what? If that's the way you are, then y'all should, or however she said it, I can't remember. But she sounded a little jealous. She was like, what, are you into her? It was weird. It was weird.
I don't think it's jealousy. It's the fact that they don't even know each other like that. So how do let's be real. And then for me, if you're going there on the second date, bro, that's a walk away from me. Like, y'all can have that. Like, we don't even know where we at yet.
There it is. I like the way you said that. I got you, Will.
All right, see you in the
All right, see you in the chat.
Oh my gosh.
Bye. Good morning, Kiss 97.3. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Bree.
When is it too soon? What did you think of the situation? Is that too soon?
Okay, so I think that it's definitely like a lack of communication. Like
the option, like, hey, do you want to meet my kids? And then she could have made that decision on her own. But I just kind of just like, doing it and not even letting her know could be a little too soon.
There you go. I like the way you said that. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, this computer better not trip.
Better not. And actually, that's what they asked about yesterday in the
That
meeting.
sounded really good, though. Will sounded real good, real clear.
Lifestyle, Celebrity Radar on the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3. Kiss 97.3.
All right, you guys, we're going to jump back into Left on Red coming up at 8:10. All right, so let's talk about Savannah Guthrie and this entire crazy situation playing out, unfortunately, so painfully for her entire family in front of the nation, like in front of everybody.
Really, yeah.
Everybody's talking about this story. Her mother is 84 years old, kidnapped from her home. Now it's a ransom situation. I'm like, I've seen a lot of those movies. And I'm like, my confusion came on why they did the ransom with TMZ, because to me, that's clout. Like, that's you trying
It
to
really
get,
is.
you know what I mean? You're chasing that clout.
And I think they were trying to do
You
that.
didn't do it for the family.
Yeah, I think they were trying to do that so they can get more money. So the bigger the story, the more money you can get out of it, right?
I guess so,
Yeah,
but
because like that's exactly what it is.
here's the thing, though. When you're messing with TMZ, if you come with a valid story, you get paid, right? Like, people get paid. And
Well, I thought it was-
I don't think this is that kind of situation. I think they brought this forward and thought differently, but it was a ransom to TMZ about Nancy Guthrie. And then now you see Savannah Guthrie, and painful to watch, her sitting there with her family, and they're saying, we're ready to talk because they're going to negotiate. Y'all, I don't know. There's something about this that makes me kind of feel like the mom's not alive. I feel like the
Yeah.
mom is like really in danger if she's
you want
not.
to be as hopeful as possible, though.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know why.
It's going to be a week.
Because the only reasoning of the TMZ thing is I felt the people who are the kidnappers,
Right.
they wanted a national story, and they're getting it now. And I feel like the bigger the story, the more money they can ask for.
But you know what? It's going to be complicated because one of two things is going to give. Either she's passed away or they're going to find her, right? But the stories that are coming out, and you're hearing about the brother-in-law, you're hearing that, it was closer to home. Then there's people saying, okay, where did she get this information? They said there was a cop that had leaked the information to the person that was a newscaster. I don't know, because you're hearing about the brother-in-law, and he looks like he's for the streets. Y'all see some of the pictures that they post up of the brother-in-law? I was like, oh, he looks like he's from the streets. Like,
Yeah, they always do that. Put up a terrible picture.
Yeah,
of
they
you.
put up a bad. I was like, that boy looks like he's trouble. Like, but then they showed the family, but noticeably missing was that brother-in-law. I don't know, y'all. Like, this whole thing is just taking such a crazy turn. And like we talked about, Savannah Guthrie is not going to be returning anytime soon. They said indefinitely until, I guess she's better,
Yeah,
until
she
this
should.
blows over, or if this comes to a bad end. And that's what a lot of
Exactly.
people are saying. We're already approaching 7 days. She went missing. I think they said they kidnapped her on that Saturday night going into Sunday, because the monitor stopped recording the pacemaker at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. So she was taken after she got home and was in bed. And who's to say, y'all, and then on top of it, who's to say it's not a setup? Like, they planted certain things or whatever. Because why would you send the ransom to TMZ? That made no sense to me whatsoever. But keeping an eye on that story, Whoopi Goldberg named, along with other members of The View, in the Epstein files. And we're going to be talking about that. Hair transplant, Justin Bieber? Absolutely. He got a hair transplant.
What?
I'm not lying. He did. He had a widow's peak that was like super bad, like super like way
Don't do
back.
that to the babes.
So
Come on,
he
man.
had
Is it
had a widow's peak. Okay, he had the widow's peak, and then when you saw him at the Grammys, this widow peak is gone. He had a hair transplant.
Actually, okay,
you
I
can
didn't
see actually the scar on the top.
Okay, because I haven't had a hair transplant, but I used to have a widow's peak. I plucked it out, and now I just have a regular hairline.
Hey, Billie Eilish, are you gonna have to move? What's going on? LA attorney offers to evict Billie Eilish for being on native land
Oh my god!
because it belongs to the Tongva tribe, and they're going to represent them for free. I don't know if she's got a 30-day notice, but we're going to keep up with this story because I was like, see, this is why you don't talk politics, y'all. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, and another, some more drama ensuing with Glorilla. Her sister is actually calling her out for not helping the family despite being rich. So apparently Glorilla, you know, she's had pretty great success. She's a pretty big artist, especially being nominated for a Grammy too, and being edged out by Kendrick Lamar, for that matter.
Yeah.
But the sister's calling out and saying, like, my mom still works at FedEx and you ain't doing nothing for the family. But
She ain't obligated to help.
yeah, I was like, I don't think they have to help you if they don't want to.
They don't want.
You know,
they don't have, and it
if
depends
they're-
on the relationship too.
Yeah, if they're legally obligated, yes. But like, just because you're the sister, no, you don't have anything. Just look at Mariah Carey. You know, Her-
She didn't help
she didn't help-
anybody.
yeah, she didn't help her
She
sister.
didn't,
Even
she
till
didn't
the
help
end-
her mom either.
even until the day she died, right?
Yes, up
Yeah,
until the
so-
day she died, she did not help her.
And you see, we're talking about Samantha Guthrie, right? Guthrie.
Mm-hmm.
Little John's son is also missing. So his son, DJ Young Slade, was reported missing in Georgia, and this was recent. So like on Tuesday. So they say he was last seen Tuesday morning running shoeless out of his house, and the report also says that he could be disoriented and in need of assistance. So he was probably on drugs or something, but they're looking for him right now. So hopefully they find him.
How do you know it wasn't somebody he was running from?
It could be too. But
Little John's son
yeah,
is
they said they
missing.
spotted him Tuesday
Yeah.
running without his shoes. So I don't know what's going on, but hopefully they find both of these victims.
Man, there's so much going on right now, you guys. Prayers going out to all those families that need it.
More of the Gina Lee Fuentes Show in minutes. Kiss 97.3.
on way, you better not wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. I'm on way, don't wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now. Ayy, just right now. You better say it right now. No, I won't wipe out. I'm on way, don't wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. I'm on way, don't wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now. Ayy, just right now. You better say it right now. No, I won't wipe out. All of this drip on me, yeah. Nothing but drip I see, yeah. Hit him with a splash like threes, yeah. What on my wrist I see, yeah. Vision that freeze on freeze, yeah. On the vent like Mr. Freeze, yeah. Batman black all keys, yeah. Rocket blast off on 3, yeah. Oh, it's out of space, I'm trying to go, yeah. Alien, I know, yeah. Get him on way, ride him on wave. You better not wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out. Ride him on way, don't wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now, ayy. Just right now. I'ma say it right now. No, I won't wipe out. I'm on way to wipe out. Don't wipe out. I'm on way to wipe out. Hey, don't wipe out. I'm getting like Slater right now. Hey, it's right now. I'ma say it right now. No, I won't wipe out. Hey, I be so fresh and so Pinatre. I don't catch that sex. I got G's on me. Put that on my bucket. It's on these. Station like Tupac. It's me against the world. You can't be no opposition for me. Love peace, get my enemies. All of this drip on me, yeah. Nothing but drip I see, yeah. Hit him with a splash like threes, yeah. What on my wrist I see, yeah. Vision that freeze on freeze, yeah. On the vent like Mr. Freeze, yeah. Batman black all keys, yeah. Rocket blast off on 3, you yeah. Better not wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out. I'm on way, don't wipe out, ayy. Don't wipe out. I'm feeling like saying it right now, ayy. Just right now. You better say it right now. No, I won't wipe out. I'm on way, don't wipe out. Don't wipe out. I'm on way, don't wipe out. Ayy, don't wipe out. I'm getting like Slater right now. Ayy, it's right now. But I'ma say it right now. No, I won't wipe out. Ayy. Wake up, man.
Home of the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3. got you. It's Left on Red on the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3.
Hey, Nicole, this is Ando from the Jillian Fuentes Show. So, Jeremy, the guy you recently met online, says y'all really hit it off on the first date, and he wants to schedule another date with you, but he doesn't know why you haven't confirmed.
Because he made me meet his baby mama and the kids on the second date, and I'm just not about that life.
What do you mean you're not about that?
I'm not trying to know your kids, and I'm not trying to know your baby mama.
Well, if we're going to be seeing each other, I'm trying to be transparent.
I don't care if you're transparent, and I don't care anything about them.
If you don't care about them, then you don't care about me. That's my family.
I want to get to know you first. I don't need to get to know them. Maybe later on down the line, but like, well, this is a second date. Like,
I mean,
let's
they're
deal with you
close to me, though. They're pretty much 50% of my life.
Yeah, well, first of all, I understand the kids 90% of your life are baby mama. Like, you know, if you're dating other people, then you shouldn't be, you know, in that anymore. I don't understand.
I'm not into her. It's going to be like a blended family. She's going to be in my life regardless. So it's only right that I introduce you to her as well.
I think it could take a little bit more time than that, though. It doesn't need to be, you know, the second date. I mean, that's a little crazy. That's a little too soon,
right.
I think.
Whatever. It's clear you don't care about me or my kids or anything in my life. I'm glad I found this out now than later.
Well, if you feel that way, then obviously it's not going to work out. I mean, you know, better now than never, right?
Hey, why did she say, are you still into her? I felt like that was weird.
Yeah, well, the whole thing's kind of weird to begin with, but I'm going to help him in the situation. I felt like he should have, you know, eased it in if he really wanted to do that. Because, you know, a lot of people go on dates and they want to make sure that their future partner gets along with their kids and their baby mama, baby daddy, because they're pretty much going to be there until pretty much for the rest of their life, right?
I just kind of felt like she wasn't about it at all, which I completely understand because you know what? On a second date, let's just say the first 5 dates, doesn't matter if it's the first, the second, third, fourth, fifth. Like in the first 5 dates, I don't know if that has any place in. You're still trying to get to know the person. I don't know if that has any place into meeting the kids and the ex-baby mama, like right off the bat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we also did like this new dating term, right? Where you do the shotgun thing, where you just tell them everything about politics.
Right, it was called shotgun,
religion,
yeah.
Everything about your family, all of that. So this is like pretty much the same thing if you really think about it. He just wants to get it out of the way. And I felt like he did it the wrong way, the wrong approach. Like I said, you should have just done a slide, say, hey, you guys want to meet my new partner that I'm going to potentially be with? You guys can come in, act like you just popped in, like you guys are leaving.
And be at the table for like less than 2 minutes.
Oh, wow, good to see you guys here. This is my my baby mama and these are my kids. And be in and out. But he was like, hey, you're going to meet them straight on. Join us for dinner. Why don't you?
Exactly, right? Like, so it's really confusing. I know it's really different, especially if you're dating people that have kids. When should you do this? Was this done the right way? Is it too soon? We're going to take it to the phones and text line 262-5477-262-KISS. GLF Nation, we got several platforms. We got it on Twitch and Facebook. It's under the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. YouTube under Gina Lee Fuentes TV. Click on live and kick off the text.
All right, this is at 262-KISS, 262-5477. It says, good morning, Gina and Ando. This is way too soon to introduce your kids and the baby mama. Dude must be stupid. I agree that you should let the new partner know about your family, but not until you're sure that they're going to be in there long term. That is too many people that he'll be introducing his children and they will become confused. Plus, maybe the kids were ugly and she saw her future.
Wait, what? What does that have to?
Plus, maybe the kids were ugly and she saw her future.
Oh, yeah, you know, the kids are ugly. Like, what is that?
That's true. Like,
come on, y'all.
Yeah, like, because remember that guy who sued his wife or fiance for catfishing him because she got all this, like, plastic surgery done?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to have ugly kids because of you.
We got Tasha Smells inside GLF Nation. Said, why would you have someone meet your children? You should wait until you know them. Seriously, where do people come into the children's life instead of, you know, exposing them to so many people? And that's true, too. You know, if you're always introducing the kids to every single person that you're dating, like, that's not the best thing to do either.
This is from the chat as well. Juliana Solano says, I don't know. It was too fast. It was way too fast. I don't think she was being rude or anything, saying that she didn't want to know about that side of his life. It was way too fast. I would be freaked out, too.
And this one came in from D. Meach and said, wedding bells, that's probably what he saw on the second date, red flag. I'm going to have to agree with that.
Yeah,
Like, you
Kim
never know.
Gasker.
There's some people like that.
He's like, when the hell, bro, no, not on the second date. Ain't care about you on it's a second date, bro. Moving way too fast. Calm down, essay.
Not the essay. Let's take it to the phones right now. Hi, you're on live. What do you think about this situation?
Hey, good morning as well. I don't think she was wrong. I think he rushed the gun, right? He have kids. So why are you trying to introduce this lady to your kids on a second date? That's very irresponsible to me.
She sounded kind of frustrated. And that's why I was like, either you're about it or not. Because when you're going to date somebody who has kids, you got to be okay with that. If that's the choice you're making.
Well, first of all, as a parent, you need to make sure that's the type of person you want your kids around. A second date, you don't know this lady long enough to know where her head at. So that was a fail on his part.
Come on. He's like, here, this is the wife and kids, or this is the baby mama and the kids. So I felt like it was just too much too soon. He should have did it sly, like I said.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do it at all. I mean, it's okay that she knows that he has kids. It's good that he knows that she may know the type of relationship that him and his kid's mom have. That's all okay. But to be introducing her to them on the second date, I think is jealousy. It's the fact that they don't even know each other like that. So how do you expect her to react? Let's be real. And then for me, if you're doing that on the second date, bro, that's a walk away for me. Like, y'all can have that. Like, we don't even know where we at yet.
Hi, my name is Bree. Okay, so I think that is definitely like a lack of communication. Like, he should have gave her the option, like, hey, do you want to meet my kids? And then she could have made that decision on her own. But I think kind of just like, doing it and not even letting her know could be a little too soon.
Left on Red. Only on the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3. The most money in the 505 is back.
Let's go. Y'all ready?
Kiss 97.3's 1K Kiss Cash. Listen for the Kiss Cash keyword weekdays at 7 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. Enter the keyword at mykiss973.com. The more keywords you enter, the better your chance of winning. Ball out with the 1K Kiss Cash on Kiss 97.3. Must be 18 years or older to play. This contest is being conducted by a large number of radio stations nationwide. 2 winners chosen per week. For complete contest rules, visit mykiss973.com.
But did you die?
It's a package deal, y'all.
Look at Marco Boone. Marco Boone. I like that. Marco's like, it's a package deal, but after getting to know the person and their background first, good to know a good PI to vet the person. What does that mean, to vet the person? What does that mean, to vet the person?
Let him know.
Hold on, I lost my place. Okay. To vet the person before you introduce to your kids complete strangers wanting to date you. Unless you're just horny and want to get nasty. Remember to wrap it up. Look at Steven. Steven's all, what's going on? Y'all, I just think it's different. Like,
For what?
if you're dating somebody who's got kids, like, I mean, it's just a different vibe,
Yeah, if you don't have kids, yeah. But like,
and then if you don't like their kid, you're like,
have-
oh no, I don't like your kid.
Okay, I have a question actually for like single parents, right? So single parents, do you like to date other single parents because how they already have kids and it's
They
easier,
probably already know what's up.
and it's easier to blend in, or do you rather find someone who doesn't have kids who can adapt to your lifestyle?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, because like I feel like it's gonna be hard either way, right? Because like the new person who's single who doesn't have any kids might not take on to your kids and might want to just have the kids of their own and leave your kids to the wayside, or it could be like you guys join families together and their kids don't get along with your kids and you don't like their kids for whatever reason, they don't like your kids for whatever reason, and you guys still try to make it work. There's so many ways this could go.
Well, I guess you should answer that question first. What do you prefer?
Well, I don't have kids. I
know, but I'm saying, what do you prefer though?
I don't prefer either one. Like I prefer the woman because I'm gonna be there for the woman,
So then the kids go to the wayside or what?
No, I'm gonna have to take care of them regardless, right? Because
Right.
they're gonna have.
Well, I
that's
don't know. You don't have to do shit.
You don't have to, but that's usually what they want and that's what they look for. But like ideally, yeah, I would like to date someone who doesn't have kids, but never find it at this age.
You're young. What the fuck do you mean by at this age?
Nah, trust me, all the good ones are taken. They already have kids.
They're already married?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh, you know what?
New Mexico
If-
locks down quite young in their early 20s. A lot of girls do.
even earlier before that.
Yeah.
But in my age, either so they're going through their second marriage, they got married 3 times, they're getting divorced, they already have kids. Their life is a mess. I told you after 35, like a few years ago, like 3 years ago, like after.
You can't say after 35 because you're only 35. You ain't after it yet.
Yeah, but like no, I said once you hit 35, you're already broken goods. Remember, you're damaged goods.
Oh, we're all damaged.
Yeah, because
Cheers.
I was like, yeah, y'all are damaged goods.
We're all
but
damaged
I officially
goods.
hit 35 this past year, so I am officially with y'all on the damaged goods.
We damaged goods, right?
So, I told you I was gonna get there. I was like just 3 or 2 years away, and I'm here now. So I have joined the damaged goods club.
Do you feel like you're damaged? Girls really did a number on you like that?
No, I'm not damaged now, but what do you call it? It's like a light bulb that you can't fix anymore, you know? It's a broken light bulb. It's like you can't put all the pieces back together because there's so many.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you
Just
mean?
like a broken mirror. You can't put a broken mirror back together because even if you do, there's still going to be cracks in it.
Well, you know what makes it more awesome?
That you can't
is
see
if
yourself?
you get, no,
You can't
if you
see
put the
ugliness in
cracks
there?
back together, you could put the cracks back together, but seal them with gold, and then you make something so amazing.
But you can still see the cracks.
Doesn't matter. It's still beautiful.
No. No, it's just
Beautifully,
uglier.
beautifully destroyed.
It's you're just masking it with nice things, even though it's still damaged. That's damaged goods.
So how are you in your opinion, how do you feel like you got
Okay,
to the
but-
point that you are where you're saying that you're damaged goods?
Okay, it's probably based on stuck in my way. Like I've learned and come across so many people in situations in my life where I'm like, I don't trust you. I'm never gonna trust you. I don't want anything to do with you. And I'm less trusting. I lie a little bit more. I don't socialize as much as I used to. And all of this is damaged goods because if I wasn't as damaged, then I would still love to do all those things.
Can you pinpoint, because I can you pinpoint what year and when it happened that you knew you would never be the same again about relationships, where you knew you got damaged so bad? I can pinpoint it to a T. I know how it happened. Like I know how I became damaged goods and who did it, or not who did it, but how the person it happened with. I remember that.
No, mine is more like it's accumulation of things where I saw habits in like relationships I didn't like, but I was still in it, you know, and so I had to deal with those emotions, whether it's like the gaslighting, the narcissism, and all of the isms that like women like to use
Not
and
all
throw
the
at you on
isms.
TikTok because that's all they talk about is gaslighting on TikTok. but yeah, like you know, we didn't really have those words growing up or like in relationships, so. Those are new things. We knew something was wrong. Like, oh, you're just being a bitch, or
You're an
you're an
asshole.
asshole. Yeah, you don't care about anything. You're just all selfish. But they tie those to like narcissism, you know, gaslighting, and I dealt with that with women too. So, and I learned how to pick up those traits, and I adopted those traits, and so I'm bad at that. Like, I learned to manipulate from other women, so I use it against them.
I can pinpoint when I kind of felt like I would not be the same after one relationship. But then my problem was that I didn't make any good choices thereafter.
You're like
So
a broken
there's
record,
nobody
y'all.
to blame but myself for that shit.
It's
You
like-
know what? It is what it is
It's
at
like your
this
song
point.
is stuck on repeat.
I'm happy. I'm gonna have to be happy for the rest. You know what? I can't expect somebody else to, if I'm with this person, it's got to make me happy or whatnot, or in dating or whatever. You know, I got to be happy first with myself, but I don't pick them good. So I have myself
very
to blame on that one.
I'm more cautious and close off now. That's how I know I'm like damaged goods.
I'm like, you're from the streets. Let's go.
Because before you would be able to just like let loose and just talk about yourself.
Oh
and
my
just
God! Before I was
be
like
open
so
as possible.
Yeah, open.
Because nobody was like, you felt like
Right.
nobody was gonna fuck you over because nobody's like that around you.
Hey, type a 1 in the chat if you're damaged goods. Let me type a 1.
Nah, the fupa hunters were the ones that
Not
did the damaging.
Fupa hunters. Hey, type a 1 if you're damaged goods. Put the little hand, the emoji with the hand up. Hey.
Well, I'm the hunter, so they're fupa. Okay, the fupa prey, right? Because I'm the hunter.
Gina, get your bad choices. Make an ass in the corner.
Yes,
Will, if I ever see somebody else, ever, if it's serious, I'll take them and stroll them by you first to see if you give the seal of approval. Because somebody has to double check my choices. I'm so questionable.
And you got to remember,
What
Will.
the fuck?
You got to remember,
Where's the
Will. Even
what?
though she does
Hey.
all of that, she's
Hey,
still
I got
gonna
3
be with
damaged
a guy.
goods people. And I still pick them bad, right? Like, oh my God. Look at everybody's typing a 1. I'm not alone.
Because quite honestly, man, if she didn't listen to me the first time, what makes you think she's gonna listen to you?
No, you know what now? I mean,
You said
I
that
don't
like the
date.
past
I
couple
don't
ones, so.
date. I don't date, but
You
that's
said that the
by
past couple
choice.
ones too, so
That's a really good point.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just
The
don't pick
cycle.
them great.
it's a cycle.
Okay, like if once I see, oh, they're for the streets, let's give it a shot. Like, you know, I just don't. Yeah, I don't make it. Those ones keep coming in, y'all. Keep them coming in. We're all damaged up.
But I will say, you know, when we going back to
Look at
the
Steven.
going back to the women with kids, I do prefer women who do have kids because a lot of times they're way more nurturing and they're more understanding and empathetic. Than,
I am so nurturing.
Nah.
Yes, I am.
When? When's the last time? You can't even think. The last time you were nurturing.
Let me hold on. Damn. Hold on. Let me get my shit together because I'm working too. I'm over here two
We gotta
songs
go
in.
next.
I know, but no, I'm like so nice until I'm not.
For what?
No, like I remember when I was like so like I trusted completely. Now I'm like shit. I don't trust anybody as far as I can throw.
Yeah, because at one point, because I always grew up knowing that you always have to
trust no
question
one.
everyone and anything, but there was still that little hint of me that would still allow myself to trust
Are
people.
there any good people left in the world?
But
to
now,
date?
at this age, I'm like, yeah, I was right the whole time not to
I'm
trust
just tired.
anybody.
I ain't got time to waste. I don't want to play. Time is so valuable at this age. The fuck?
You're like, I'm halfway through my life.
I don't want to fuck around and find out. We're all damaged. Yay, I'm not the only one. Everybody else typed a 1 too. Ditto, Gina. Now I'm like, go. I don't need you. Montanique, right? You got to be okay with yourself, man. The one person you're spending your whole motherfucking life with is yourself.
And if you're not damaged
That's
goods
it.
yet,
And
you
if
still
you
got
can't,
time.
if you can't chill alone and be happy, if you are the one person you got to spend the rest of your life with, then there's a problem. If you can't find happiness in that solitude, right? You feel like you got to have somebody. I don't know.
Yes. You know what else is kind of crazy is like, I ask myself sometimes, like, hey, man, am I lonely?
Tasha, you
'Cause
better.
I don't want to be around anybody, but I don't feel the need to like reach out to someone to go hang out with them. I'm just like, I'm good just hanging out here, me and my dog. I feel like it's probably too much energy.
I need a dog. It's not even funny. I need a dog. I spend way too much time alone.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
You guys, listen up, because apparently everybody has a fantasy guy or girl.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Or multiple ones, right?
I guess you could say multiple, but here, check this out. Okay, so fantasies are one thing, but when you actually land a fantasy, apparently it changes your world.
Just like Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox.
Exactly.
Because he said that was his dream girl.
Yeah.
And whatever esoteric stuff he did, you know, the witchcraft he'd been doing, drinking blood,
each other's
he
blood.
accomplished that goal, but it's not working out for him now.
He looks absolutely horrible right now, too. All right, so they said when you get with somebody who's a fantasy girl, one of two things is going to happen. All right, so like, say let's say you're in a relationship and you like the girl you with, you love her, But not quite a fantasy girl with somebody who's really good to you, right?
yeah, yeah, most
and
definitely.
that matters. That matters if they're good to you.
Oh yeah, that does. Way
there-
more than my
there's-
dream girl.
There's always going to be something missing. Here's the thing. They said what's going to be missing is the fulfillment of the fantasy of like being with somebody who you want to be with for the rest of your life. But they said that plays out in different scenarios. So say you're not with a dream girl, you're with a really great girl, really great guy. You know, they're doing the job, right?
And-
Like you're like, this person ain't gonna mess me over. I know I'm gonna have a good life with this person. But the fantasy of life with that person is not fulfilled. Are y'all following me on this?
Yes.
Like in other words, like it's not what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? But you settled for it.
Oh yeah, because and I rather prefer that than actually try and get the full fantasy because you're never gonna get anywhere near it because you're building expectations that they can't fulfill.
Not true. Are you ready for this?
For what, your partner or the fantasy person?
8% of people in the entire country. 8%.
That's a very small percentage.
Small percentage, but it still happens. 8% of people have actually met their fantasy guy or girl and had a fling and knew they were like, I want to be with this person, but there were obstacles in the way that wouldn't allow it. But they have experienced their dream partner.
Yeah.
8%.
Have you ever seen Lord of War
No.
with Nicolas Cage? He did that exact thing. It was like
What did he do?
It was like an arms dealer that sold guns to other countries, but he actually grabbed a supermodel. I forgot the supermodel, but he became so rich that he was able to meet her and actually get his dream girl.
Now, check this out. With those 8% of people that actually got with their dream girl, they said their life, it didn't even matter which direction it was going. It was always going in a positive direction. They actually were fulfilled in the bedroom. They were fulfilled with food in the kitchen. They were fulfilled with somebody who like did a lot for them because they said when you actually get with somebody who's a dream girl or dream guy and it's vice versa, like you guys are both each other's dream partner, they said that is the ideal and ultimate relationship because they found in research that when you are with the fantasy person and you actually land them, you have a longer life. Your happy hormones are like crazy. You never really truly have bad days because you actually both know what it feels like to be with the person you actually want. And then I'm like, hey, what about the rest of us?
Well, I still have a chance. It's 8%. It's a very slim chance.
8% of
But
people actually do it. And I'm like,
If
how
you-
cool is that?
Yeah, it's very cool. It's making me like have hope.
You should
Even though
have hope.
the hope is like very slim, but it's still giving me hope that I can still get my fantasy woman.
Oh my gosh!
I'm
And
loving this.
They said you want to make sure that you hook up with the if you have the opportunity because not everybody does. And we're not talking celebrity hookups or anything like that as a dream partner. We're talking like an everyday person that you're like, man, that would be like my dream partner. Or you know they're your dream partner. They said these are the most satisfying relationships because when you're equally each other's fantasy, nothing can kind of bring it down because you guys both know what it feels like to be in other situations and relationships where it doesn't work. So when you get with the dream partner, you guys know how to make that formula work where it actually turns out to be perfect.
And that's why the percentage is so low.
So low.
You're pretty much never
Barely
gonna.
there.
You're probably never gonna get that.
8%.
Yeah,
Guys, let's
because-
hold out hope.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very low percentage because.
Well, it is.
Because someone's gonna be your fantasy doesn't mean that you're gonna be their fantasy. you
Yeah,
know?
but we're
It's
talking
always
about
one-sided.
equal. We're talking about equal fantasies.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, but
like if you
there's-
were my dream guy and I was your dream girl.
Exactly, but there's not a lot of that. It's usually one person loves a person more than the other.
Bro, that's why it's 8%.
Yeah, never gonna happen. But I still have hope.
Why are you saying that is, I don't even know. There's a term for it when you say that's never going to happen, but I have hope. What is it?
Huh? Hopeless?
Might as well be.
It's the Gil E. Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
Very true. 8 in 10 people will find that.
Oh my God, we're finally
8
playing
in
this
100.
song. I'm so happy.
You never
Get along.
You hurt your feelings.
And it gets stolen. And one hell of a day.
They should have won a Grammy.
He should have won a Grammy for
shoulda
this
won a
song. Big
Grammy.
X. Hey, didn't you say he was a plug for real though? In real life?
You can speculate that. Because why else would you call yourself a plug?
Do you know the first time I ever heard that term, I thought it was a light socket. I was like, a plug.
I thought it was a
It's
butt
in the
plug. What they
wall.
were talking about.
A butt plug?
Yeah. I was like, why?
Big X, a butt plug, bro.
Why would they want to be called a butt plug? Those are the only plugs I knew, besides the one that you put in the electrical socket. I was like, why would you want to have it be called a plug?
Big X, a butt plug.
Good luck with that name. Damn, I need to start taking like Lion's Mane or something. What did we just talk about? Oh, dream partner. Fantasy partner.
I don't know. Fantasy girl, fantasy guy.
Every time I try to like,
you're my. Oh no, that's Diamond Girl.
every time
Diamond
I try
Girl,
to do the like
Diamond Girl,
production
yeah.
and everything, I keep like forgetting what I'm gonna rename it.
I don't know what's going on. I'm forgetting like every day now.
It's like when you walk through a doorway and you forget what you were thinking about. It's like that.
Oh, that's because you got zapped by an alien. That's the only time that
I
happens.
guess I'm getting
Like when you go
zapped
back and you're like, oh my
after
God,
every
what did I
break.
step in here for?
Kiss 97.3.
So I have got the official list of what people literally, when you know how like you could get up early. I don't know what it is about it. You could get up early, but you're still late.
That's me every day.
Every damn day you get up early and you're like, you know what, today I'm gonna be on it, but you're still late.
And you know what? Even if you're like earlier than your earliest, you fill that time with other crap. And you still get, that's for me. I still get to work late.
Exactly, right? Okay, so there is certain things in your personality that they said this is a key thing, all right? You have certain traits in your personality where you just coast along. You don't even care. Like you already know that you got up early. Yeah, you got up early, but you didn't make it to work on time. Or you're always late. You actually carry these traits. And I'm kind of curious about this and see what you think. You basically are optimistic about time and you know you're going to end up getting to work. And if you're cool with somebody who's working with you and they don't care, you're just going to ride it out.
Yeah, that's great.
You don't care.
I used to be in positions where like they were very anal retentive, where they were like, you better be here right on time. If not, I'm snitching on you. And I hate those kind of people.
Ooh. Do we have anybody
that
like
take
that?
tabs on you? It's like, quit. Why you care about what I'm doing? Hey, worry about yourself.
You remember our Randy used to be that way with us, remember?
Man, he was the boss.
Randy,
too.
our boss, he was our boss. I saw what time he clocked in. Is there a reason you're late? We were like, why? We didn't
why
know
you
you were
doing
looking.
that?
Why are you looking at what time we
It was a
clocked
dumb
in?
thing too because like it's salary based.
I know,
You're
we're salary,
why
we still
should
have to
I care?
clock in.
Why should you care when I get in? You're not paying me extra for overtime.
If you're that person that's always like 10 minutes late to everything or whatever, these are the traits that you carry. All right. So number 2 on here is you're still a thrill seeker to the max. Like
Me, yeah.
you're pushing the limit on everything when it comes to time. You're a thrill seeker. It's pushed to the max.
You know what the funny part is that is my thrill seeking. It's not like jumping off buildings, skydiving. It's like how can I get there right on time? I'm
Right on there.
testing myself.
Walk through the door right when it hits the time, right? You're easily distracted. Unfortunately, as a quality, you're going to be easily distracted. And they said pretty much everybody falls under a category like that because even though you're late, you still get distracted. You're putting the keys away in the car. You're over here doing this. You're adjusting that. You get easily distracted. You're also a perfectionist. You're a rebel against structure. You're a chronic procrastinator to the max. You don't like people pleasing, but sometimes you have to.
That just described me right there.
You are also this has the most on it. You're a stress-driven multitasker, but when it comes to time is just not your friend, and that's why you run to everything really late.
Well, honestly, I try to be right on time, especially when it's something like professional that we have to do. But like, yeah, the first thing you had said, if you have a coworker or a friend or where you work at and they're lax and they don't care, you don't care either.
It's me. I'm the lax one.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
Oh, baby.
Look at Montanique. Damn, that's my man.
Usually I have to tell Gina like that we're gonna be there an hour before we're supposed to be there.
You have to tell me that. Hey, you remember that time I was supposed to show up at that concert and I got lost going to Rio Rancho? And then Randy was all like mad at me and he was just like, oh, I almost got in trouble.
Yeah, because you were
I
late.
was like, but I got lost. He was mad.
Yeah, he was mad.
Simba Montanique, damn, that's my man. All right. We got 43. Stack Celebrity Radar. I think I'm going to go ahead and go next.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm trying to go through all these.
Yeah, going through all these. They're so detailed.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. And like, you have to give them the backstory, especially with Cameron and J. Cole. The Farmer Boy
I have the
one.
picture of the hairline for Justin Bieber. I mean, you know what? I mean, his hair transplant looks good. I mean, it's not like
as
it's
bad
not.
as that boxer where he got punched in the face and his whole hairpiece flew off. Did you see
What?
that?
When?
You didn't see that? I think, what was his name? Jarrell Miller? Jarrell Davis? Let's see. What's his name?
You're a procrastinator, Montanique. You're all. Sabrina Hernandez, good morning.
Big Baby. His name was Big Baby.
Big Baby.
What's his Jarrell
Who's
Miller.
Big Baby.
Jarrell Miller was the boxer, professional boxer that got punched in the face and his whole hairpiece flew off. You want me to play it for you? Here.
Yes, because I don't know what you're talking about. When did this happen?
Over the weekend, or was it last week?
It happened recently?
Yeah, it went viral. Here we go. Look at this. I'm gonna play it on the. Come on, we don't want the news report. We want the real thing. I hate when they do that. When they're just reporting on it. Oh, here we go. I'm playing it right now. Let me.
Minute and 20 seconds.
All right, here we go. Yeah, look at this. This is crazy. Look at it. Oh man, my gosh. Hey, look at this.
Hella delay.
You got his whole hairpiece. His whole hair flew off.
What?
Yeah.
Do it again. Play it again.
Yeah, I'm playing it again. What the hell? First time in history.
Oh my God.
That's crazy, right?
I would be so embarrassed for him.
I am embarrassed for him. We're all on.
Oh my God.
Time to hang it up. Just go bald, man. Just go bald. What do you?
Look at those. That shit's hilarious.
You got to throw in the segment. Oh, why is it still playing? But yeah, you never seen that one?
I've never seen that.
I was like, whoa, what am I watching? What came up on my timeline?
All right, here we go.
Hey, baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey, baby, I got your money.
Celebrity Radar on the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3.
All right, so let's get into Savannah Guthrie and the entire situation. They've already released a statement as a family because they now know this is probably a hostage situation.
Yeah.
But I really don't think it is, you guys. I really don't think her mom's alive. And if she is, that is going to be a huge blessing. So Savannah Guthrie put out a statement. Her family was surrounding her. Because why? Tell me why, other than clout. Why did they send the ransom to TMZ?
I have no idea.
That is so trashy.
Because I felt like they were trying to make it a national story.
It was already a national story.
Yeah, but more money. You know, they were probably going to ask for more money. But I don't know. I really don't know the motive.
So they ended up, whoever it was that took Nancy Guthrie, they put the ransom to TMZ. And that's why I was like, wait, what? Like, that makes no sense to me. But they did say there was a large dollar amount that was attached. Then you're also hearing about the brother-in-law, and of course, he wasn't in the video. People say there is a suspect, but there's not. There's so much speculation going on about this. But, you know, there is a video that went out, and of course, Savannah Guthrie says, you know, without a doubt, we need to know she's alive. We know that, you know, you want to talk. We want to talk. We're here. We're going to listen. So please reach out to us. But they said they want proof that their mom is alive. And I'm like, this feels like a movie.
Yeah, it really does.
It feels so unreal. I feel so bad for
And
them.
you know-
I don't think it's
You
going
know
to end
someone's
good,
gonna
y'all.
pick this up and make it a docu-series for
Yeah.
sure.
And she's off the Today Show indefinitely until I guess she's ready to come back. And I don't know if she'll ever come back because this is huge. I mean, this is
And
everywhere.
you know the worst part? People are going to ask her about it. You know,
I know. Nobody-
that's
she
the
doesn't
only
wanna
thing
talk
you're
about
tied to,
that.
and people are going to ask you about that all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, so sad. Whoopi Goldberg, what's going to happen, huh? Whoopi and other members of The View are mentioned in the Epstein files. Now, you've
Really?
seen them on The View talking all this stuff about Trump being mentioned in the Epstein files. But can we talk about that now that you're mentioned and other people that work with you in the Epstein files?
it's
What are y'all
kinda-
going to do now?
It's kind of like who
What's
isn't
gonna
mentioned in there at
happen?
this point?
What are you doing with your life right
If
now?
all of them are in there, like, damn, who else is in there?
Exactly. I was like, there was like, what, several? And then I look at The View and I'm like, all of them look so conservative. How could, usually it's the conservative ones that you got to worry about, right? Like, so I don't know what's going to happen with the show. Now let's get into Justin Bieber and the Grammys, and we're going to be talking about Billie Eilish as well. She might be kicked out of her house, but let's get to Justin Bieber first. Justin Bieber fans, including me, he had a hair transplant, y'all.
I didn't know
He
that.
had a huge widow's peak, like really young. And I took the pictures and I looked and I put them side by side. It was very noticeable. His hairline in the early 20s was going pretty far back, about like 2 inches on the sides of his head. Now, it went far back. And then if you noticed at the Grammys, I was like, I guess we got hair now.
Yeah, I don't
He
mind.
looks
Like,
good.
I don't mind if he does. You know, let him. Like, he's been going through a lot. Plus, he had Lyme disease and everything.
Yeah, he's got that as well.
Yeah, you know, he's trying to maintain himself. So,
Y'all,
I
he
don't
just
see
looks
anything wrong with it.
bad. Like his eyes look so lifeless. Like Hailey Bieber has drained all the energy out of him.
yeah, people are gonna
She
clown
looks
him. but-
fine, right?
Yeah, people are gonna clown him, but I think he did. I don't think they should. Like, it could have been worse. Like, I showed you that video just recently about, was it Jarrell Miller?
Yeah.
Big Baby got his hairpiece blown back.
I didn't know that happened, and that happened recently.
Yeah, it went viral.
Why doesn't he just go bald?
Yeah,
Golly. Seriously. Now, LA attorney is kind of stepping in, and we're talking about Billie Eilish on this. You know, she went on the stage. Remember how I said music, politics, you know, some people are okay with it. A lot of people kind of get harassed with it. Billie Eilish got on that stage and said, basically, nobody's an immigrant on stolen land.
Yeah, that's
And-
what she said.
And that is exactly what she said. And you're native and you would know, you saw it. Here's the thing. Now we had a native tribe come up and they were like, you know, the sentiment is great. We talked about that yesterday, but they were like, you know what, that's cool. But, you know, you're sitting on historically ancestral land too. Your house, you know, the ranch that you built, the mansion you're on our land. Well, then they took it serious. LA attorney is now offering to evict Billie Eilish
Victor.
from her Glendale ranch on behalf of the
On behalf-
Togna tribe. I
Well-
believe it's how Native American tribe.
Yeah, but it's-
Togna tribe.
So it's only behalf. Like, it would be different, like, if she was actually on the land, because if they're on the land, it's their land, their rules, and they can do whatever they want.
Well, no, the on behalf is in other words, like that lawyer is going to represent them on behalf of the tribe.
Oh, okay.
So in other words, like it's going to go that way, but the tribe has not said that they're not going to try to pursue it in this aspect. But here's how it went down. They said she should be willing to return the land because it is sacred land that she built her house on without permission.
Let's see if she does it.
I don't know. So they said they're willing to offer her a 30-day eviction notice. And they would do all of this for the tribe. They wouldn't even have to worry about paying a dime.
Oh, okay.
She's going to have to move.
Yeah, this is
She's got to stand on both feet right now.
Yeah,
she made
because-
that comment. You better stand on it.
Yeah, she's being
stand on
strong-armed right
business.
now.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I
She don't
know
want
how
to
she's gonna
move.
deal with it.
And she's like, I ain't trying to move right now.
And as you were talking about Samantha Guthrie's mother, you know, is missing still. Well, it looks like Lil Jon's son is missing as well. So Nathan Smith is his name. He also goes by the moniker DJ Young Slade, who also makes his own music. But he was last seen on Tuesday morning running shoeless out of his house. And the report also says that he could be disoriented and in need of assistance. So it's really sad to to hear this, especially with everything going on with Samantha Guthrie. Hopefully
Yeah.
they find Lil Jon's son. Because
Little John has to be feeling so, you know, anytime a child goes missing, and I think he was close, they had a rocky relationship. But I think there was drug use.
Yeah, speaking of rocky relationships, Glorilla's sister is calling her out for not helping out her family despite being rich. And I was like thinking, like, what? Like, does she really need to?
No.
You're not obligated to help anybody.
Yeah,
but if
you're
you
not.
want to, you can, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like you should if they helped you get to the point that you are. You know, especially if you house them.
She didn't get along with her sister, from what I understand.
Yeah, you know, a lot of siblings
She didn't.
do.
She didn't get along, but it was like, oh, you got rich, right? You got all these millions.
Yeah, but it's not
you.
yours.
You need to help me out. I'm your sister, and it's like, no, you don't.
Yeah, it's just
It's your
kind of
money.
like, it's kind of like Tracy Morgan, his like childhood friend or whatever. He's like, I still remember what you did back then.
Yeah.
Because he was like homeless and asking Tracy Morgan for like a meal or some money. He's like, I still remember what you did. He's like, but I'm homeless. He's like, I didn't do that to you.
Wow.
I didn't do that to you. And
Well, damn, if that's not a correct statement, I don't know what is.
Exactly. So, you know, you don't always have to help, but a lot of people feel entitled to what they deserve, especially if they're family. And Cameron, you know, he's explaining why he's suing J. Cole. Because everybody's like, what is going on with the beef between Cameron and J. Cole? Break it down really quickly. Is because Cameron had a deal with J. Cole saying like, all right, well, I'll let you use this song, I'm Ready, the beat and everything for your mixtape. And all you got to do is come on our podcast and do an interview. So time went on over and over. And J. Cole was like, I'm not feeling it right now. Can't really do that. When the beef with Drake came on, he's like, I don't want to be out there right now talking about that. And even Cameron's like, we don't have to talk about that. And J. Cole's like, well, I'm going to have to talk about it because it's happening right now. And eventually, they never did an interview, or he never got the verse because Cameron all said, just give me a verse. Give me a verse for a track so I can make a track with it, you know?
And he said no?
J. Cole never did it, so pretty much Cameron was like, all right, the only thing I can do is legal action, so I'm suing you.
Yeah, but you know what, though? Like, if he doesn't want to do it with J. Cole, like, J. Cole's on some other kind of vibe right now. Like, maybe it's the vibe of correcting the things he's doing wrong, but he also doesn't want to play with fire. Because anything can go at any moment when it comes to hip-hop and R&B.
Yeah, and there wasn't, like, no legal obligation, but I feel like he should have, even if he didn't want to. Because all you had to do was just, like, make the verse. Like,
He doesn't have to,
yeah,
though.
it could have been the wackest verse ever, but it still would have been on, like, he still would have made his obligation to Cameron. So, I don't know how much he's suing for, but we'll see until it actually gets settled.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Because we don't know if J. Cole's gonna, like, he has an album coming out.
Yeah,
Two
but
of them.
I that's
don't know
why
if-
I think he's on a different vibe. I feel like J. Cole just wants to be left alone, let him do his thing. You know what I
but
mean?
If you made that deal with Cameron, you know, you should.
Follow through.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3. Cardi Party. Kiss 97.3 is putting you and a +1 on a plane to see Cardi B. March 1st at Mortgage Matchup Center in Phoenix, Arizona. And of course, we'll also put you up in a hotel for the show. Listen weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. for back-to-back Cardi B. When you hear the double play, instantly be the 9th caller at 505-262-KISS to get in the running to win. It's the Kiss Cardi Party with St. Clair Wines, made in New Mexico, and Kiss 97.3. Get all the info at mykiss973.com. KKSS-FM Santa Fe, Albuquerque. You're waking up with the 505's live and local morning show. The Gina Lee Fuentes Show with Ando. Kiss 97.3. Don't answer the phone.
Hola, this is Carmen.
It's another Carmen call on Kiss 97.3.
Hello?
Hola, my name is Carmen. Is this?
This is... Who is this?
My name is Carmen, and I'm Chris's cousin. You know, your girlfriend. And you don't know me because I just got off house arrest.
What?
But she tells me that she caught you cheating in y'all's apartment with some skinny hood rats.
I'm sorry, I don't know who you are, and, like, I don't know what just told you, but, like, and I have been broken up.
Excuse me, now you're a liar because I already told you who I was, number one. And two, I told you what just told me. So you can't be saying that you don't know me and you don't know what told me. What you should know.
What I meant is I've never met you. I've never met you.
I told you that. I told
Hello?
Hola, this see Scottyman? I believe we were disconnected.
No, I'm just telling you, I've never met you. Just and I are broken up. If she told you anything other than that, she's not telling you the truth.
She told me a lot of things other than that. And a lot of them have to do with the bedroom and things that are premature.
Excuse me? I don't have time for this.
How do you not have time for this? You're unemployed.
That's none of your business.
That's none of my business.
My job has nothing to do with it. My employment has nothing to do with this. And I are not together. That's it.
And you and a paycheck also aren't together.
You're
You're broke.
You're just like your stupid cousin. All you want to do is argue and not listen to what people are telling you.
Excuse me. I know she's stupid. She dated you. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, so Chris wants the apartment then. She wants, in the breakup, she wants the apartment. For two
She wants
reasons.
my apartment. You're crazy.
For
You
two
gotta be crazy.
One, because she said I could come live with her.
I don't give a where you guys have to live.
And two, since you ain't got a job, how you gonna pay the rent?
Don't you worry about how I'm going to pay the rent.
I'm not.
You
Hello? Oh my goodness.
Carmen calls. Weekday mornings with the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3.
back again. Back to back, made back, stack the M's. Told him I miss Slim Shady, bag the M. Once he go black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin.
All right, we're back.
We back. All right, here we go. Big Bang, say hello, Bang.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
Can y'all tell when somebody's avoiding you?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely, right?
Yeah. You throw them a text, left on red. We have a topic, or we have a segment on here on the show for it.
All right, so I'm asking this because there's quite a bit of, like, y'all, how is it like 48% of people don't know when they're being avoided?
Yeah, I know.
How is it 48% amount of people that pretty much out there that don't even know how they're being avoided? But here's the thing, it's really key when somebody's avoiding you, whether it's through text, whether it's through social media, whether it's through talking on the phone, meeting up in person. There's so many things, conflicts, things that pop up and people get avoided in the process.
Yeah, for me, I have to call them. That's when I know I'm getting avoided. If I call you multiple times and you don't answer and you're trying to hold it off until the 2 days, I'm already, all right, what's going on? You avoiding me for a reason.
Yeah.
And I'll call them out.
I feel like everybody handles it way different. I know that if I know there's an issue and I'm being avoided, I'm going to call you and I'm going to text you and I'm going to tell you, hey, we need to talk about whatever's going on. And then if you don't respond or you just give me attitude back, I cut everything right then and there.
Yeah.
I cut it. I will not have that in my life.
And no one ignores you more than someone who owes you money.
Right? All right, so let's get into this. They said, we need to refresh you on pretty much knowing when somebody is avoiding you so you can know whether or not you want to talk to them again or let it ride.
All right, I want to see this list because I feel like I'm very vigilant and have a good discernment if someone's avoiding me. I want to see if I don't know any of these.
All right, here we go. They tell you that you're overthinking it. They basically dismiss what you're feeling. So in other words, like if you're like, hey, we need to talk. Oh, no, don't worry about it. No, it's cool, whatever. They will just kind of cut you off and let you ride out. Okay, it could be overthinking. It couldn't. They're going to tell you you're not overthinking because they don't want to deal with it. All right, they've been just really busy lately and they don't have time to talk. Their job is taking the kids, the house. They just got other things going on. They don't want to address what the issue is.
I use that excuse a lot.
What?
Being busy, yeah.
Well, yeah, we are, though. Not a lie.
The thing is, they know I'm busy. But sometimes when I'm not busy, I use the I'm busy excuse.
Yeah, that's true. All right, another one on here is, they pretty much tell you, you know what, it's not that serious. You don't have to have a conversation about this. Let's just move forward. But they avoid you altogether. They're going to tell you it's not that serious. Oh, you're taking it the wrong way. That's not how I meant it. I don't really want to talk about this.
Oh, I've had that said to me once or twice.
You totally misunderstood. Yeah. Or they hit you back with, I didn't mean that. Let's move forward. But They don't give you that peace to actually feel comfortable in the friendship, relationship, which way this is going.
Yeah, and usually when they say like things like that, like, oh, well, I didn't mean it, or it's going to get better, I'm going to like do a deep dive into it. Like, all right, well, how is this going to change? What's going to happen? We got to like settle this down. And when they keep leaving me on red, just like a telltale sign, like, hey, I'm not going to mess with you no more.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Can we just talk about this another time? I really don't feel like talking about this right now. You're all right, cool. Just don't talk to him ever again.
It's like, I usually say yes, but we will at some point.
You're like, at some point. No, because if they don't want to talk to you, what's the point in trying to have a conversation at some point later on down the road?
Because I got to say my piece at least.
Well, why can't you say it to yourself and let it go?
No, because it's better to say it to the person that I need to say it to.
Let's make it
So
happen.
at least I felt heard.
There you go. You know, another one on here. I'm just protecting my peace. I don't want this drama. I don't feel like talking about it. They're going to cut you off. They're avoiding you. The next one on the list, I feel like happens to a lot. I really don't care too much about the situation or what happened to actually have a conversation about it.
That's what I used.
I would definitely roll with that one.
Actually, if anybody sent me any of these, that would sound pretty reasonable, actually.
All of them sound pretty solid.
Yeah, like I would be like, all right, well, but we're still gonna talk about this.
You're like, I'm gonna make you talk about this or another time and place. But y'all, is it really like if somebody truly is avoiding you, do you really feel the need to continue to try to reach out until they talk to you? Because I feel like the first time around, look, if it goes down the first time around and they avoid you, let it go.
Yeah, you need closure.
You lose it, let it go.
Yeah, you need to know. You need to get closure. You need to find out what's going on. What do you think we have left on red? People calling for that all the time.
Y'all, we have so many on that one.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3. The most money in the 505 is back.
Let's go. Y'all ready?
Kiss 97.3's 1K Kiss Cash. Listen for the Kiss Cash keyword weekdays at 7 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. Enter the keyword at mykiss973.com. The more keywords you enter, the better your chance of winning. Ball out with the 1K Kiss Cash on Kiss 97.3. Must be 18 years or older to play. This contest is being conducted by a large number of radio stations nationwide. 2 winners chosen per week. For complete contest rules, visit mykiss973.com.
Life moves fast. Your internet should.
Right, Steven? Did you switch it?
Yeah.
Right, Steven, just leave them alone. Leave them alone.
Nah, like, all right, well, we got to talk about this real quick before I leave you alone forever.
Oh, I like the forever part.
Yeah,
Before
forever.
I leave you alone forever. Before I leave you alone forever. Just leave them alone. I think it's so crazy that she's the one who's doing the ad.
Who?
Misty Miles.
Oh, yeah, for yours?
For my event. I think that's so crazy.
Weird.
Awkward. Weird. Awkward. You ruined it. He didn't even say it right.
You ruined it. What's a red shovel? That's a commercial.
That was a red shovel.
I know, and that's what I forgot which commercial that says that. And he's doing it right now. But
You ruined it.
you ruined it.
Oh my God, remember that commercial that we did that played for 10 years? And we were like, damn, we should have gotten paid for
Nancy, why don't you have insurance?
that. Mike, my car doesn't have insurance. I can't afford it.
No. I know it. Do you know it? Mike, I don't have insurance, and my insurance canceled me. Why don't you go to Freeway Insurance? Nancy, why don't you have insurance? I got in a car wreck, and my insurance canceled me. Nancy, why don't
Valentino,
you go
hey,
to
it's back.
Freeway
Look,
Insurance?
I got it. Hey. My tooth is in. Woo! I can eat again. Woo! I was so happy. Bitch, I'm going to tell you, I sat in that chair just ready. I was like, are you going to put that on me? Let's ride out. Fixed it all up, cleaned it up and everything, and polished it off. Ew. And it's so crazy as he was doing that right there. He's holding the tooth. He's cleaning all the old cement out. I was like, do I have to get a new one? He was like, no, this is good. It broke off perfect.
What did you just say? He was removing the old what?
Old cement.
Oh, okay.
What do you think I said? What do you think I
It's
said?
like, I'm just washing out the old semen.
All the old semen.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember the commercial? Nancy, why don't you have insurance?
It's too expensive.
And my insurance canceled me.
And my insurance canceled me.
Well, why don't you go to Freeway Insurance?
We should have gotten paid for that. Seriously, they
Yeah.
ran that for freaking 10 years.
Yeah, they use our likeness.
This is the first year that they didn't play it.
I haven't heard it for a while. But
I heard it last year.
really, I didn't.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it. We need,
We did that back in 2015.
yeah, we need to find like people that should endorse us for that. Because that was a good commercial since it played like that, and you knew it was us. We weren't Nancy. We weren't Mike.
Valentino, you had a tooth taken out yesterday.
Damn, what's up with y'all on your teeth? Well, he's the one that said he
He's
needs
the one
dentures.
that, yeah, he needs dentures.
Because of the work that needs to be done.
Montanique, no, Madison's not going to be coming in. They're still sick. Like, everybody's got a sinus congestion. Like, my nose is stuffy. Like, I don't know if it's the studio or what's going on in here, but, like, I have my allergy nose sprays with me. Like, I guess everybody's kind of feeling it. It's that weird vibe of, like, it should be winter, but it's not. We got spring popping up instead, but the groundhog still saw his shadow, and we're supposed to have 6 more weeks of winter, and I don't think that's going to happen.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Yeah, based on our climate. And plus, he's only like, what? They say he's only 40% right most of the time.
I love how, like, the people who manage and own Phil, the little groundhog, when PETA was like, you better make it a hologram. And they were basically like, well, fuck you. We're still going to use him.
I would say the same thing, too.
Of course you would.
Flu outbreak. Yeah. We don't have Madison today. It was supposed to be Courtney. Courtney with a K.
Hey.
So we got Maddie the Baddie and Courtney with a K.
Hey. I'm glad she took to it because I got that from Christina, remember?
Christina
with a K. Hey. Steven, I don't think it's going to snow in April. Are we still winter? I thought that's usually when spring pops up.
For what?
It's spring now. That time that, remember, I told you, he was like, what's wrong with your nose?
It's just big.
I was like, damn, I'm congested because my allergies.
It's like, it's just a big nose. Jeez.
Damn.
What's wrong with your schnoz, huh?
What's wrong with your schnoz? Dangerous. Miami.
They're like, the groundhog's getting old, needs to retire. I feel like it's just like Shamu. We were talking about this morning with Shamu. They just replaced him with another Phil. Seconds. Let me get this ready.
Anybody else here that it was going to get weird, like, as we get closer to, like, Easter? Nobody
What?
saw those conspiracy theorists that are saying, like, something's going to go down before Easter?
Oh, yeah. We've heard that plenty of
I feel
times.
like we've heard everything at this point.
Yeah, I'm like still waiting for the time travelers to come here and help us. What happened to those people?
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
So they did a study on parents, and especially the younger ones, because you got your Gen Z, you know, your 20-something-year-olds that are married and having babies and doing the whole family life and doing stuff like that. They said traditional baby names, they're now starting to fade away.
Like traditional ones? Like, what do you mean?
Traditional.
What does that mean, traditional? Like Gina? Anna?
Evangeline or Ursula.
Oh, yeah. The
Marg-
old ones?
What was it?
Bertha?
Bertha. They had Bertha on the...
Eloise?
Eloise.
Eleanor?
I think they had Margaret on the list. Like,
Yeah,
these are some traditional names.
And Anita, Felicita, all the Etas.
So let's talk about the older names. Like Howard is on the list. We got Richard.
Yeah, that sounds like,
Richard, Howard.
Blake.
Ben is on the Benjamin. Ben.
Benjamin, all the formal names that are.
Guess what they're replacing it with, y'all?
All right, let's see.
Movie names.
Yeah, I like that.
You've got
Like
all
Clay.
these names.
What's up, Clay?
Bella from Twilight.
What up, Destroyer?
Edward is still traditional, but it's being used. They said people are now getting pregnant, having kids, and naming their children after movie characters that they've seen in movies.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to name my kid Xerxes.
Xerxes?
Xerxes. He's from 300. I like that name. There's
Xerxes?
Leonidas and then Xerxes. I like that name. It just rings off the
Why
tongue.
didn't you name Mac that?
Because now he got his name. He don't like Xerxes.
He don't like him. How do you know that? He's
Because
a
I tried to call
dog.
him Xerxes one time, and he just looked at me with a blank stare.
Yeah,
like,
'cause that's not his name.
And plus, he doesn't look like a Xerxes, does he?
I've never seen 300,
You
so
gotta
guess
watch
what?
it. You gotta see Xerxes part.
Xerxes.
Stop. That's how you say his name.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
I said Xerxes.
Xerxes.
Why are you saying the skis? Like you're.
That's
like
what you
going down
just
the
said.
mountain.
Bro, you said Xerxes.
No, I'm saying Xerxes.
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 And we ain't having this
Xerxes,
conversation.
yeah. Come on, man. Don't know my kid's name.
Come on, God.
But yeah, I feel like this is great because there's a lot of great names in movies, right? Just like how I found mine. What's yours?
From a movie?
Yeah, that you think is really cool.
Falcor. Falcor, if I got another dog, come here,
Yeah.
Hey, Falcor, come here. And Sebastian from Neverending Story.
Sebastian?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't like Sebastian. That reminds me of the Little Mermaid.
What? That'll work too.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
What would you guys name your kid from a movie? What's a good one? That's the only name that I actually really thought about. That I was like, if I have a kid, I'm gonna name him boy name Xerxes. I didn't know what I was gonna name a girl. I'll leave that up to the women, really. It just can't be a name of a slut I slept with.
They're now sluts?
Yeah, well, no. Like, there's some cool girls that I've slept with, but like, just say it was like one that did me dirty or like a whore.
She's a slut automatically?
Like the whore in high school. Yeah, like, yeah, don't sleep with
Jeez, he's all the whore in high school?
Yeah, don't sleep
What
with the
the
Jasmines.
hell?
Yeah, Jasmines are whores. Yeah, don't sleep with the. Yeah, don't sleep with Andreas.
Andreas?
I don't know. You know, just someone
So
that
basic.
is like, yeah, all the Carries are whores.
All the Carries are?
Yeah, actually, you know what? There's like stigmas on names, right? I
There's
always felt like
what?
if you had a name like Emma or Emily or
Emma's good. I
Or-
feel like that's a solid name.
like-
traditional.
or like
kind
even
of
like the Eleanors and
UK-ish.
stuff, you wouldn't think like Eleanor, like they would be like whores or stuff, right? Because
I feel like Eleanor's such a classy name.
That don't sound like a whorish name, right?
No.
Exactly. So you would want to name your kid that so they don't be a whore.
My kid would be named Moon.
That sounds like you just naming a dog.
No,
You know what that reminds me of? That
Moon it is.
That reminds me of when my little sister, we first got our dog, a little puppy, and I was like, "Hey, what do you want to name our dog? You can name it." First thing she looked at was a rock. She's like, "His name is Rock."
She named the dog Rock.
So we had a dog named Rock for like 10, 15 years. Hey, where's Rock? Rock! 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 Not even Rocky. It was Rock.
Oh my God.
Rock!
Rock!
You know what would be another cool name to name my kid? Optimus Prime.
No, it
No, you know what'd
wouldn't.
be even better?
No, that would be awful.
You know what would be great?
You name a kid Optimus?
No. Even better, I one up it. Starscream.
Starscream?
Yeah. Starscream. He's another Transformer, but doesn't that sound so
You
great?
can't use Star. You can't use Star because I was going to use Star.
No, Starscream.
Like start screaming or Star in the Sky Scream.
Both. Put together. Starscream.
Starscream.
Yep. That sounds like a badass name.
How the fuck is that a badass name?
Because it's a badass Transformer. Nah, we didn't
Call
want
him Rocky. No,
That is
Rock.
not his name.
His name was
is
Rock.
No nicknames.
The
Straight up Rock.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Oh, piece of shit. Let's go.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
Well, I think we all pretty much knew this. People are staying in relationships that are comfortable, which I totally get. I mean, people get comfortable with the partner and they're like, oh, well, you know, you provide a great life for me, or we have great money combined together, right? Like, we're rich together or whatever. You know, yeah.
Well, like, it's not going to get any better.
I didn't get the fantasy girl or guy. You know, you kind of tend to stay in the relationship, but here's a new low on all of this. The reason, and they said it was a huge amount of people that were doing this, it wasn't that they really were sexually attracted to their partner. Of course, you know, kind of like what we talked about yesterday, they just didn't want to be alone, right? But they said they're staying in the relationship just because they don't want to go out and find somebody else new to hook up with and have sex with.
It really is.
Takes too much time.
Yeah,
They're like, you know what? It may be a boring relationship. We got good money together. But sex-wise, it may not be all that, but at least I'm still getting some.
Yeah. Because if not, then you're just going to have a dry spell.
Is it bad if a guy has a dry spell?
It's always bad. Ain't dry spell is bad. but
yeah, fast you answered that.
Yeah, I feel like more and more people like are staying in the relationship because if you get out of it, it's more expensive to start dating too for the men.
But here's where it's getting tricky. Because, and it seems to be the women that are doing this more than anything, they're avoiding having sex with their partner because, you know, like, obviously the feelings got to be mutual. They may not really, you know, I like you, I love you, but I'm not, like, in love with you. But, like, we have a good life together.
I like you.
And we are doing this, that, and the third, right? Say you're doing whatever. You're flying, you're taking vacations, or you're getting the house that you want to live in together or whatever, right? Like, they're like, you know, we got a good life together. Like, we work, right? But, like, I ain't that attracted to you, but you do because, like, I don't want to have to go out and find a new partner. I want to still have sex is basically what it is. But now what the women are doing is women are stepping out at an alarming rate on their partners. And women, let me tell you, when I tell you they're sneaky, they know how to be sneaky. There are women who know how to cheat for 20 years. And their partner would never know.
That's why I don't trust women.
Never know. And it's the women that are doing it.
Men.
Now
men get caught more. Women are way more sneakier than men are.
Here's how you know your partner could be stepping out, even though you may be in a comfortable relationship.
Oh.
Okay, this is how you're going to know. You're going to know because the avoidance to sex, the reasons are going to be, you know what, I really don't want to. The headache goes into play. I had a long day at work. I'm tired.
Ugh.
Or they just altogether avoid it by going to bed 2 or 3 hours prior to you getting frisky. That's it. 2 to 3 hours. And then once you get in the bed and you think, let me wake you up. No, I'm really tired. I don't feel good.
Yeah,
they use that on you. Why'd you say I hate that?
Yeah, I hate that. And you know what? And that's my cue to find someone else.
Every single time?
Every time. I tell my partner that.
You say that?
Yeah, like, hey, if you're gonna deny me and if it's gonna be like this, don't be upset if I go find someone else because, hey, I need it. I want it.
Actually, I respect that.
Yeah,
because you're telling your partner already in advance.
Yeah, because like if we're gonna avoid this situation, I'm telling you how to avoid it. And if you're gonna continue to do this, I'll tell you what's gonna happen next.
Okay, but why threaten her with I'm gonna leave or I'm gonna step out? Why not just leave?
I'm telling her. It's not a threat. You think it's a threat? I'll do it.
Okay, look, if you're gonna say that, then why not leave the relationship altogether?
I could. But
because she still gives some every now and then?
Yeah, but I'm telling you what the problem is. Fix the problem and there won't be a problem.
You know what? I think you said it perfectly right there.
It's the Gina Lee Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
Yes, it did. I love it. Break my heart if I find out you can't. Can you imagine what his concert's going to be like?
Yeah,
Fire.
Pretty much all his
It's gonna
hits. What do you expect?
Fire.
Just his hits? Yeah, I can see his concert. 24 Karat Magic, Finesse, Chunky. This song.
Chunky.
what else am I like missing?
Look at Jay still making the hits happen. At your face, got me. I don't want to know, girl. Break my heart, break my heart, break my heart. And show me now, show me now, show me now. Oh my God, tomorrow's biscuits and booty. Thank you, baby Jesus. Thank God. 40. Damn, he's still working. Shit.
What?
The story we got coming up next.
Here, you wanna see? Oh, never mind. I'll show it after the break. I was gonna show you Xerxes. I was gonna show you the character I got.
Is he hot?
You can tell me if he is. But you know what? After saying this, I want to go back and watch this movie. This movie is so good.
300?
Yes. It's such a man
Gerard
movie.
Butler?
It's such a male-driven movie, yes. War, fighting, all of it. It's so great.
It's the GLF Fuentes Show on Kiss 97.3.
I didn't realize Harrison Ford was still acting. Anybody else? I thought it was like appearances here and there, whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all, he's still fully acting. He's got a series.
Is he all right?
Show that he's doing that's called Shrinking, and it's wrapping up. And he said, at the age of 84, all right, he's about to turn 84. He was like, I think I'm ready to retire.
He's like,
It's like, I thought you were.
He's like, my body can't do the same stunts I used to. I can't last throughout the day.
I
need
think
a
I'm
nap.
ready to retire.
Sleeping on set.
I know, right? Remembering lines. Can you imagine having to remember your lines for a movie at the age of 84, 83, 84?
There was a couple older actors that had trouble with it, where they actually had to have like the signs. They were
better
like cue cards
not.
to read off them while they were doing it.
Al Pacino, is he one of them?
No, there was a couple actors though. I think John Goodman was one of them.
Oh, John Goodman.
Yeah, there was a couple that they said that they had to hold their lines in front of them, and they were still getting them wrong.
Well, yeah, they probably couldn't see.
Yeah, but it's hard for them, so I get it. But it was great to see him in a new movie. What's his new movie called, or his series?
So the series that he's doing right now that's getting ready to wrap up is called Shrinking, and it's on Apple Plus TV. He said, you know what, it's wrapping up, and I'm actually thinking, I enjoy working, is what he said. He goes, but I acknowledge the fact that I am 83, turning 84 soon. I think it's a wrap.
I think it is too. And, I'm glad he knows when to call it quits, when to hang it up.
But he's not announcing it like a permanent one. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of actors out there that don't know when to hang it up. You're like, hey, can you please just stop acting? Your movies are getting worse and worse.
You know who I wish would go back to acting, but I know he feels a certain type of way about how he looks, is Oh my gosh, I went blank.
Nicolas Cage?
No, not Nicolas Cage. The other one.
Which one?
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Jack Nicholson. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I went blank.
I know. I was like, oh, you're like the other actor. The one that's in all those movies.
Jack Nicholson was such a great actor, and he was just phenomenal in everything that he did. But then as he got older, you noticed that he took himself out of the spotlight. He would only go to Lakers games, and then he didn't like the paparazzi there. He stays in. Y'all, do you know what? Nobody's actually seen him in public for several years.
Yeah.
He doesn't leave the house.
You know, he probably likes his privacy. There's a lot of artists and creatives and actors that do that all the time.
So, you know, as Harrison Ford is kind of looking at stepping away from acting altogether at the age of 83, turning 84 here pretty soon, he said, you know what, it's not a firm retirement, but I'm starting to feel it.
And you were talking about Jack Nicholson. You know the only movie that I really recognize him that stands out all the time?
Something's Gotta Give?
No, Failure to Launch. Isn't he in that?
No.
It could be Something's Got to Give. That's the old people movie, right?
No, that's Something's Gotta Give.
Yeah, that's the movie.
That's the old people movie. That's the one with Diane Keaton.
Yeah, I like that movie.
That's a great movie.
And it's an old people movie. I was like, why do I like this so much?
Yeah, it's good. Find love at any age. Let's hold hope out.
And Harrison Ford, what's his last one? Wasn't it Star Wars? Wasn't he like a cameo in there?
He came out on a movie with Michelle Pfeiffer. But that was years ago. But I can't tell you anything new that Harrison Ford has done. I really can't.
Well, let's give this one a shot.
Give which one? Shrinking?
Yeah.
Who's going to give me their Apple Plus? Here we go.
Live with the Gina Lee Fuentes Show.
I love the morning show.
Kiss 97.3.
Hey! Oh my God, what grade were you in when this came out? I was in ninth grade.
I wasn't born. Wait, what year was this?
1990.
I wasn't born yet. I was born right in 1990. What month?
Either 89 or 90.
What month?
I remember I was in ninth grade,
What
and
month?
then this girl came to school, and she had pants that said "Do Me" on the back. And then I remember I walked up to her because like all the pants were decorated, and I'm like, and her pants in the front said Belle Biv DeVoe, and I'm like, people might take that the wrong way, Tiff. You might want to change that.
Yeah, she's the girl that's talking to me. All the cool used to do her. She was that
Probably
girl.
not a great idea to have
She
that
was
on
the
your
girl
pants.
that everybody ran through.
Actually, I don't know. There were rumors, but her pants did say "Do Me" on the ass.
For a good reason. I'm pretty sure they did.
All right, here we go. We got me cutting it soon.
All right, cool.
Do I have the bed in? Yeah, I do. All right, we go. You know. All right, here we go. Me and the crew used to do her.
It's the lifestyle. Celebrity Radar on the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3. Kiss 97.3.
It is so sad to see everything play out on national TV for Savannah Guthrie and Nancy Guthrie, the entire Guthrie family, because this is awful. I can't even imagine. So on the Today Show, they've taken her off indefinitely, obviously for good reasons, as now a ransom note was sent to TMZ. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, why
Who's
them?
in charge of this? Like, what do y'all, like, they literally sent it to TMZ, had a huge dollar amount in the millions, I think, attached to it. They forwarded everything over, like we talked about yesterday, to the police department.
Was it like newspaper and magazine clippings, like the movies?
No, it was.
You know how they try to put all of those things together?
Yeah, no. They actually had pieces of articles of clothing that they say that she was wearing, and they actually submitted, if I'm not mistaken, they had submitted those photos saying, yeah, we got her. But now Savannah stepped forward in front of the cameras, everything. It's all over social media if you guys want to go look. It is her basic conversation to the people who kidnapped her mother, who is 84 years old, has a pacemaker, was kidnapped last Saturday from her bed. Obviously, there was a struggle as blood was found. But not only that, the simple fact that now they were trying to put the brother-in-law that the sister was married to, like, there's all kinds of stuff. All these rumors are coming forward. People are talking. Even the cops are talking. Like, the investigation's kind of weird, but they said that she did a really, like, an interview, and I think it had to do with the Epstein Island stuff. Okay. With Epstein, and then all of a sudden this happens, but they said that it was an interview that never should have taken place with some of these people that she interviewed. So I don't know if this is a personal attack towards Savannah or if this is something else, but they sent the ransom to TMZ. She now sat in front of like all these cameras and of course put it on social media. She goes, we need to know. I'm ready to talk. Reach out to us and basically tell us what you want, but we need to have our mother back, is basically what she's saying. But y'all, can I be real? I don't think her mom's alive. And if she is, I hope so. But this just sounds like it's getting weirder and weirder. And what if she's not?
Yeah, because she sounded like a bigger liability.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Than they wanted.
To kidnap somebody, a woman who's 84 years old, there's medical. She had a pacemaker. Yeah. She had medications she had to take every day, and none of that stuff was taken. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but if we're hitting a week this coming up Saturday, I'm more than positive either we're never going to know where she is or she's going to end up dead. We'll have to wait and see, as this is a continuing case that is unfolding in the public eye. Whoopi Goldberg, what you got to say now? Whoopi was on TV. You know, everybody who's ever been mentioned in any of the Epstein files, they talk about it, right? They talk about the Epstein stuff all the time. Well, guess who got mentioned? Members of The View, the show, and Whoopi Goldberg. Are they going to be talking about it today? I bet you they don't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Or if she does, she's going to address it and say she had nothing to do with it. Yeah, well, then now you know how everybody else feels.
Yeah,
Everybody's saying the same damn thing.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Like, who isn't in those files at this point?
Yeah, seriously. No, you're absolutely. When they mention Beyonce 100 times, Jay-Z is mentioned in there. She got unfollowed by 10 million, 13 million people unfollowed Beyonce for going to Epstein Island. So I don't know. Justin Bieber, did you get a new transplant of hair? Absolutely. Yes, he did. Now, the photos are pretty obvious because his widow's peak that he had went back about 2 inches on the sides of his head. And that was in the early 20s.
That's a widow's peak?
The widow's peak is forward, but like it goes back. It looks like a bat on your head.
Yeah, because I know what a widow's peak was. I was like, what are the things on the side that recede back? That's just your hairline.
Well, because it's supposed to be like a bird or something. I don't know. I'm not a guy. You guys figure it out.
Because I used to have a widow's peak.
Justin Bieber had one very obvious in the early 20s. And last night when he took stage, I don't know if you guys can see it, but last night when he took stage, or not last night, but at the Grammys, it's gone. And he does have the scars that show where it's at, where he had it done. And I think it looks good on him, y'all. He felt self-conscious about his hairline. He didn't like that he had receding hair, and he fixed it.
Does.
He fixed it.
Yeah, you know, we all have imperfections and insecurities, and he fixed it. I don't care what they say. He looked good.
I mean, he did what he could, and he made it work. And so, not too bad. It looks pretty good.
Like, even when I get older, I've admitted it. If I start getting crow's feet or wrinkles, I'm not going to do all that face cream crap. I'm just going to get Botox.
You're brave. You're already unempathetic. Can you imagine? Because Botox, no matter where you get it, you lose empathy. It destroys your empathy.
I thought they already didn't have that to get Botox because they're very vain.
You never know. All right, now LA attorneys are offering to evict Billie Eilish. This is why you don't do politics on a Grammy stage, y'all, or anywhere. If you're an entertainer, a lot of people do it. They cross the lines. Look at Nicki Minaj. I mean, it is what it is. But Billie Eilish got on stage at the Grammys and said, nobody's an immigrant on stolen land.
She did say that.
She did say that. She said it. We all heard it. Now the tribe stepped forward, that's where she built her house on their land. And it's historically like a really, I guess, sacred land that she built her house on. And they were like, hey, with all due respect, we understand the sentiment, but you built your house on really private land. And, we're not saying anything, but you're in the wrong too. Well, now an LA attorney is offering to evict Billie Eilish from her Glendale ranch on behalf of the Tagba American Native tribe. And they were like, you know what? We'll handle this. We'll give her a 30-day eviction notice. This is why you don't talk, y'all. This is why you don't do politics, because you never know anything that's going on with that. But now I guess she's learning the lesson the hard way. Is she going to stand on business? Is she going to move, or is she going to stand there and don't touch my house?
And another person learning something the hard way is J. Cole. He's now being sued by Cameron, but Cameron is actually explaining why. So J. Cole is being sued because apparently J. Cole is improperly blocked and interfered with Cameron's use of J. Cole's music on his sports talk show. It is what it is. It is a great show. I love watching it. And they also had this deal where, all right, I'll let you use the sample from Dipset, one of our songs. I'm ready for your mixtape, whatever you want to do. But you do have to come on our show and do the podcast, or give me a verse so I can put it in a track. J. Cole didn't do either because it took too long. He wasn't in his right mind. His chakras weren't lined up, whatever it was. Never released it. And then Cameron was asking, like, all right, well, are you going to give me the verse, or are you going to come on the show? And he's like, well, I can't right now. I don't really feel like going on a show right now or being out. And they asked him again. That's when the Kendrick Lamar beef happened. And he's like, well, you can come on the show. He's like, but we don't have to talk about it, about the beef with you and Kendrick. Are you backing out? He's like, well, I'm going to have to talk about it because that's what everybody wants to hear at that time. So eventually, nothing ever happened with the interview or the vocals for the song that he was supposed to do for Cameron. And now he's suing him legally. And I don't know where this is going to go, because Cameron said being a man is keeping your word. So he's more mad about the financial impact that it took on his show, but I don't think it is. I think it's more amongst men.
You think so?
Yeah.
What if he just doesn't want to, dude?
Yeah, exactly. But you
could not want to be involved in the drama. You don't even want to have drama. It's like, maybe that's where he's at right now.
No, it wasn't even about that. It's just like, all right, you can use the sample I gave you to use to clear it, but you have to either do an interview on our podcast or actually give me a verse. He didn't either, so that's why he's taking some legal action. We're going to see where this leads to.
I don't know, y'all. It's a developing story. We'll keep you on the loop on that. That is your Celebrity Radar. I'm Gina Lee Fuentes. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Gina Lee Fuentes, Fuentes with the Z.
And Amando, you can find me everywhere online on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch TV, and on TikTok at Ando on Air.
GLF Nation, you want to watch the show live? Hey, tomorrow's going to be Biscuits and Booty Day. Hey, join in on all the fun. We have several platforms that you can watch the show on. On Facebook, it is under the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. On Twitch, it is under the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. YouTube, it is under Gina Lee Fuentes TV. Click on the photo around my face. It'll light up. It says live, and then you'll be into the chat, and you'll be able to comment and watch the show. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning, because guess what? It's going to be a Biscuits and Booty Friday. Hey, I cannot wait. We'll see you then. Remember, always reach for the stars, because that's where you belong.
Wake up, wake up. Home of the Gina Lee Fuentes Show. Kiss 97.3.
I like the way Steven goes, look at Nikki. Look at everybody looking at Nikki. All right, you guys, we're getting ready to go into a meeting. We hope that you have a wonderful and safe Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow, Biscuits and Booty. Jay Steele's going to be breaking it down in the mix. We all look forward to it. So we'll see you then. Love and light. God bless. Bye, guys.
Bye,